Hi everyone, and welcome to this third video in our Science of Reading series. This video focuses on the importance of background knowledge and vocabulary, and the intended audience is K through 2 teachers and leaders. First, let's revisit the CKLA design. There are two strands in kindergarten, first and second grade, the skills strand and the knowledge strand. Each of these strands is given 60 minutes of daily instruction. The two strands stand on the shoulders of the simple view of reading. And as a quick recap, the simple view of reading states that in order to achieve reading comprehension, students need two things: the ability to decode written words and understanding of what those words mean, language comprehension. Both decoding and language comprehension are the keys that help students unlock meaning from text. And the two strands of CKLA can be directly tied to the simple view of reading. In this video, we're going to zoom in more on language comprehension and the idea of background knowledge and vocabulary and how those are related to reading comprehension. To do this, we're going to look at the baseball study. The baseball study took place in Wisconsin in 1988. Two young researchers and 64 students did an experiment that has really shifted how we think about reading and comprehension. The researchers, Donna Recht and Lauren Leslie, created an 18 by 20-inch replica of a baseball field. It was furnished with 4-inch wooden figures. And one by one, the students in the study were handed the same story, which covered half an inning of a made-up baseball game. The students were asked to read it and to reenact it using the replica. Take a moment to read this passage. Now, think about different groups of readers: strong readers, poor readers, readers who know a lot about baseball, readers who know nothing about baseball. Which group do you think did best at reconstructing the story? It turns out that students with a strong knowledge of baseball did best, regardless of whether they were considered good readers or poor readers. And so the baseball study really helped illuminate the role of background knowledge in reading comprehension. One of the unique features of CKLA is its knowledge sequence. CKLA is intentional about building knowledge throughout grade levels and across grade levels. There's this knowledge sequence that you see on the screen, and this provides coherent knowledge building from kindergarten through grade 5. By grade 3, students will have been exposed to extensive, specialized, discipline-specific knowledge, and they will have applied that knowledge in a range of contexts. And this continues with increasingly technical or complex text in grades 3 through 5. Students are asked to learn about, understand, and call upon knowledge on topics as varied as astronomy, geology, chemistry, Vikings and ancient Roman civilizations, medieval empires, Native Americans, etc. And by the end of grade 5, students are asked to reference a range of texts to show an integrated understanding of specific concepts. Because we know that knowledge is so important to reading comprehension, CKLA has an intentional approach to building that knowledge. In CKLA, the interactive read-alouds engage students with deep reading on a topic and provide opportunities to learn and use new vocabulary. Read-alouds can be more complex than what kids can access on their own. This provides opportunities for students to engage with content through listening to books read aloud, and the work of decoding happens in the skills block. So through frequent read-alouds on the same topic, students start to gain the background concepts and the vocabulary words that are needed to access comprehension. Here's just a peek at an example from second grade in a really popular unit on ancient Greek civilizations. And you can see here just an excerpt from the read aloud where you see the teacher is focusing on different vocabulary words and images to help build students' knowledge about this content. Each day, each lesson includes key vocabulary. Many words are taught implicitly in the context of the read aloud. This helps students absorb a great deal of new words without distracting them from the text. And about one word is taught explicitly in each lesson. For example, you see here I've highlighted the word independently. In the teacher manual, there's a supportive outline for teachers of how to teach one word explicitly to students. And the explicit teaching helps students go deeper with a word to really retain and own it. So as you can see, when you look at the simple view of reading and think about the importance of decoding, but also of intentionally building students' background knowledge and vocabulary, you can see how both of these pieces, both of these strands are critical to supporting students in reading to gain meaning. Thanks for joining us.